Kaja, you with me? Here we go. What is with these domes? Oh, shit. Who's that?
I'll get him.
Yeah.
Ryder. Ryder. Worm. I'm gonna single shot this part and make sure that that's, like, there's a chance that that dude may be important. You gotta be careful using AoE attacks, because we're basically like an AoE build right now. What difficulty is this? We're on the ultra difficulty. Yeah, ultra. Okay, let's see if we can do this right. Of course, they both come and attack me the second I'm reloading. Like big old jerks. I miss being able to use my AoE shot on this. Let's try it like here, maybe? I'm gonna laugh when we do this perfectly. The guy who still attacks us. Jeez. I feel like there's more this time.
Look out!
Will you please reload? We cool? I think we cool. Oh, dude.
Even here, life finds a way.
Yoink. I've kind of always wanted a chain saber. Because that's just kind of awesome. I don't even care that it doesn't do a lot of damage. Oh, yeah, dude. Woo. This weapon makes me wish we went melee more. Okay, did we get all the corpses? No, here we go. Alright, let's see who this dude is. And why he's like hanging out with a bunch of freaking these guys. I hope he's somewhat thankful that we killed all these for him.
Keep your eyes open. There's always more dead
Or not, that
jackals.
works too.
I think they know I want every last one of the things dead.
You want them all dead?
Why wouldn't I? They ate my whole damn family. Now I'm going to kill all of theirs. I spend every spare minute tracking them down.
Whoops.
When I'm not trying to get enough meat to live, to sell, and that takes most of my time.
So, you work for the Duke?
People don't work for the Duke. That's the whole point of being outlaws. Not that anyone there is really free. You know where to find the teeth on a jackal? In the fort. You think you know where the knife is, but the next minute you feel it sticking in your back. You're best out here with the jackals rather than in there with the real animals.
The clerics want you to join them. You'd have training.
Oh, he's one of the guys we
place
need
to
for the
live.
clerics?
You should join.
No, I'm not the man for that. Clerics, outlaws, whatever. They're not for me. No, I'm staying here. I'm finishing this job by finishing these jackals.
Let's help
I
him with
made
that
promise
first.
to my family.
Did I save it after we killed that stuff? Because I want, I want to use suggestion on him or bribe him, but I really want to help him. Yeah, we're gonna reload. I really want to help him do his.
Think about it.
Like help his family.
Scrappy is like that because he joined a faction. The clerics will just...
If you need proof, I can give
An advance?
as proof of their intent.
Okay.
Oh, here we go. Great. Okay, perfect.
Do you want help hunting these jackals?
Nah. This is something I need to do myself. For my family. And I need to earn a living.
Can we?
Sure. Tell me what you need, and as long as I'm not...
What's up? What are you smiling about?
I have all the heart eye emojis for Consuelo.
You have all the what?
Heart
Heart eye emoji? You're gonna put little eyes on our Roomba? Oh my god. That's just ridiculous. What are you doing, little man? Huh? This is my son, Rowan, for anyone that hasn't met him. He's just over 8 months old. He's a little poop, aren't you? Yeah? Stop. Will you stop kicking my microphone? You realize how rude that is? You're basically kicking people in the ears. You know that? Okay. Oh, sorry. I shouldn't talk, huh? You want to take over the show? Is this the Rowan show? The Rowan Co show? No? Or you just want my coffee? That's what I think of you. That's saying. He just hears me for his coffee. Oh my god. Oh my god. Roar. There you go. Roar. Oh man. Yeah, pretty much, Max. So be quiet, Dad. Yeah. Shut up, Dad.
He now wants to play with the...
He wants to play with the Roomba now? Oh god.
He's no longer scared, but now he's like, how do I crawl?
Who is Scrappy?
I've known Scrappy for
Rowan
years.
is the co-mute button.
He's
right?
the only man my old dad would listen to. He's been fading fast, though. Trying to survive on that trash heap below the fort. I've been trying to keep him alive. He wouldn't take charity, so I've been swapping old chems for meat. I mean, no one else would take them.
I could take the meat to Scrappy for you.
And why exactly would you do that?
Because it's experience.
Because it sounds like you and Scrappy need some help.
Are you serious?
I wish real life had experience.
I'll give you
Everyone
the
would
meat
do.
for Scrappy.
Just be so much nicer
Don't
to
try
everyone
and
else.
screw me. Scrappy is just about hanging on. He needs this. Don't let him down. Here, Scrappy knows what to pay. I'll see you when you've made the delivery. Come and find me back here.
Sure.
You did well.
Yeah, we'll gladly help this dude out. Sure. I wonder if we have enough stuff to get that armor. How many shards do we have? 8,500. We're getting close. In fact, next teleporter we'll jet out to the we'll jet out to the cleric base, Hort, and we'll see about getting all that stuff. Oh, an old lighthouse. Oh, that is cool. I kind of really want to go. Oh, an old ship. I want to go to all these places. Where are we right now? Oh, we're almost there. Cool. Great, great, great. Let's start heading that way. Very interested to see how this Cyclops is going to be with our new loadout. Yeah, Ritz Bits. Oh my god. That's one of the reasons I want to stream Coder again. Well, again, I want to stream Coder for the first time because I've never streamed any Coder game. I want to stream Coder 1 and 2 eventually. But yeah, I loved those games, dude. Oof. Plague of 79. We're going to do his quest first, and then we're going to come back and pay him if we have to. We may be able to do nice things for him and like convince him to go on his own volition without having to bribe him or anything. He definitely seems to have a faction associated with him. It said at one point he was mistrustful. So maybe we can earn his trust somehow. Oh, shoot. That was totally my bad. Oh. I mean, I meant to jump down here to do this safe. 8 is greater than 7, is greater than 4, is less than 6. Ooh. 8 is greater than 2, which is greater than 1, 8 is greater than 1. What is greater than 0?
I'm in.
There we go. Ko, are you going to play regular Destiny 2 or with LOD? What does that mean? I'm sorry. I don't know what is LOD. Oh, what is the notes? Oh, good. So I'm not the only one that doesn't know what LOD is. Yeah, I had no idea what that was. Oh, it's a Diablo joke? Oh. Wow, that was old school. Well played. After months of cultivation, I finally found the perfect hybrid. I have planted the next batch of seeds. We'll see if it develops as I would hope. My sweet babies are growing and flourishing. De Rosarium. Yes, I like the name. A lot of sun and care have paid off. Insects! Disgusting parasites have completely destroyed my crop. I'm mixing up a pesticide to deal with them. I will wipe these things out and start another crop. That must be the research notes from the dome. Whatever agricultural stuff is going on there.
We will fight together.
Flame on. Oh, we got mutants over here. Oh, and a teleporter. We'll go back to Horde here in a second. Oh, damn. There's a lot of stuff over here.
Look out!
Natural ELEX. Excellent. Oh, there he is. There's the dude we gotta kill. And he's with a bunch of other guys?
Look out!
These mutants hit like trucks. They actually run up and get to us, then we're done.
Look out!
Try to take the big guy out first, or the medium guy out. It's like that guy. The mutant, the fight man would say. More mutants! Don't let that patron fire at us. It's a one-shot. If that patron starts blasting us, as we saw earlier in this stream, good God, he just ripped Kaja in half. That's okay though, because this gun's amazing! Woo! 400 experience. Good God. That booty dough. Mmm! Feels good, man. How much natural ELEX did he give us? Wonder if he did. 6. Damn. And a new level. Fantastic. Oh, did we hit it? We did. Thanks, Captain. So this means we can go see what this lighthouse is. And anything else over here, of course. He was guarding this area, so hopefully there's something good over here. Oh, hell yeah. Smeared note. Oh, look at this guy. A whole bunch of empty bottles and beer. Toilet paper, dried meat. I think this guy sat out the end of the world. I always like finding stuff like this in post-apocalyptic games. This here is our stuff. Got it? So get your own stuff. Man, that stuff is so good. You fools, nothing. Our friend doesn't need it anymore. I like it. All right, let's open this. Go. All right, before we go back, I wanna hit this over here. This is too weird to not at least go look at. It clearly is a pretty unique location. Boom. Scrap metal down the waterfall rapids. Pretty fun. A lot of jackals over here. We're gonna keep moving in.
With everything that's going on, you forget how beautiful it really is here.
Oh, no! Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. Gotcha. Yeah. I ain't missing my way. Damn, look at this. I don't even know if we're supposed to be. I don't think we're supposed to be down here. Let's go ahead and warp back up and run back down. And not fall off this time. Ooh. Is that a cigarette? What is that? Yep, pack of cigarettes. Nice. Alright, let's go see what's in this place. Save it. What time am I switching to Wolfenstein? I do not have an update yet, unfortunately. I do not have an update yet. It is currently 8 a.m. on the West Coast, though, so I'm assuming they're probably just getting up here. If even. I don't know when Bethesda opens.
Not all buildings are without grace. This place has a real peace to it.
This is really pretty. Please don't be Reavers. Please don't be Reavers. You're not going to attack me?
Oh, we got a nice catch here. Nice, nice. Fresh meat, and it got a fair amount on you. Boy, you're gonna cook up nicely.
Cook?
Oh, yes, we'll do you justice. A few sprigs of scragweed and some cogroot. Oh, and you'll be just right for us. I'll get you.
Let's do this! I'll take care of it. We don't tolerate criminals here. Let's do this.
Now, I think there was a named Reaver in here somewhere. I hope his corpse didn't get blown off. There's another Reaver. There's Hopkins. Oh, God. I don't know where that other corpse went, but... See ya, bud. Oh, is this him? Great. Okay. Well, I guess we cleared out that hive of scum and villainy. Let's see what else we got here. What's up, dude?
Just give me a minute to calm down, will you? Calming. Calming. Whew. Shit. A moment longer and those cannibals would have had me over the fire. There's enough creatures out here trying to eat me without people trying it as well. Shit. That's not something I want to go through again. Hell. You've not got anything to drink, have you? Something to help a man get his head screwed back on?
This should help.
Here, this should help.
That's good. There's something about a near-death experience that makes everything taste golden. You saved me. I mean, you saved my life. And I've learned a lot about Magalan's history. But cannibals? Phew. I haven't heard of anything like that since the dark days after the comet hit. Most of what we live on in Tavar is from the past. So history is profitable. Interesting, too. You should learn it.
What are you doing out here?
The light beacon. I've always
Oh, the
been
lighthouse.
fascinated by them. They used to be a cry for help. Or a way to give help, direction, guidance. I've seen leaders come and go in the fort, and there's only one constant. You have to rely on yourself. So, I look for ruins, visit the beacons, and I find things to earn shards, so I don't need anyone else.
You came out here on your own?
That wasn't the plan, no. I know these lands better than to come alone. I was traveling with a pair of scrap collectors. They needed a lead. I needed some help. On our way there, we got ambushed by a group of clerics. I didn't want a chance to fight with them. They were much better armed. So I got out of there.
What happened to the scrap collectors?
They didn't make the same choice. That's the problem with some people of their age. They think every fight is winnable. They think running away is the wrong thing to do. Yet, here I am at my age. I just wish I'd had their legs for running. The clerics caught up with me and took me prisoner. I'm here, aren't I? I waited until it was dark and I got out. I guess they thought I was too old to guard. And I got away with their leader's weapon. I think that must have made them angry.
You did
Now
you?
those clerics are out hunting for me. You can hear their horns. That's why I thought I'd head for the beacon. Get some scrap, and get myself back to Tavar. Shards would mean safety. But you know what happened next? Damn Reavers.
This guy,
Life
man.
sure is cheap
This
out
guy
here.
can't take a break, or can't catch a break, huh? Give me the cleric's weapon.
Give me the cleric's weapon.
Why should I give it to you?
We help each other out, right?
Well, you had a beer from me. So yeah, all right. You can have it.
Oh! Volkmar's weapon. Okay.
Tell me about Magalan's past.
Gladly. What would you like to know?
All of it.
Tell me about Tavar.
Tell me everything.
Well, it might not seem like there's a lot of history here, but this place hasn't always been desert. When the comet hit, it turned this place into the wasteland you see. But not everything was destroyed. Some building complexes, like the fort, survived. Others were buried. When the sand shifts, other buildings appear. And then all the things that were left in them are there for the taking. Not that everything that's buried is good. Logan, the Duke as he's known today, they're sitting on a powder keg. Back before the comet hit, they stored weapons there. Serious, end-of-the-world weapons. And they're still there, somewhere, along with a whole stack of the usual kind.
Oh my.
What kind of weapons?
I know the history, not the science. I'm no cleric, but these things were supposed to destroy cities. They were supposed to destroy countries.
They've got nukes.
How could they do that?
I don't know. Big explosions. Big explosions. And the fort is sitting on
Is the
top
fort-
of them. That's why I want shards.
Is the fort like a launch
I want to be a
silo?
long way from here if those things ever go off.
Tell me about the factions.
Well, they're recent history. I mean, they only came about after the comet hit. Before that, there were countries and governments. Millions of people organized into groups. Nothing like now. But the comet destroyed all that. There aren't really records from after the comet hit. No one was writing things down. They were just trying to survive. No leaders. All the things they relied on to survive had gone. But it didn't take long for people to form groups to get resources. And it didn't take long for those people to start fighting. All factions think they've got ways to save us. They're all just ways people are trying to survive.
So, there are a lot of gaps in your knowledge of history.
Well, some. There were more records kept during the territory wars. That was once the factions had formed and started fighting each other. I guess as soon as you're a group, you want to start keeping a history of who you are.
Thanks, brother.
History becomes more important. Anyway, instead of fighting over 1 or 2 tins, the factions started fighting over land. ELEX. Resources. Any small factions that were left got absorbed or destroyed. I mean, these people were survivors. So you'd think that's what they'd want. To survive. Instead, there were yet more deaths. There aren't numbers, but I'd guess at least half of those still alive were killed. That's just a guess. Finally, the people in charge realized the cost was too high, so they formed a council, the Great Council of Magellan, and made a non-aggression treaty.
Wait, the Great Council of Magellan?
A non-aggression treaty? That doesn't seem to have worked.
Well, peace is always fragile. The Berserkers and Clerics have totally different ideas about ELEX and technology, for a start. But after all the deaths, the factions knew they risked their own destruction if they fought anymore. So, the peace lasted, more or less. There are always some hotheads, some isolated clashes over resources. But the leaders brought their people back into line. All the factions rebuilt
Dude,
their
this guy,
lands.
I'm so glad we
Worked
came here.
on their own rules.
This guy's awesome.
So, what went wrong?
The Albs. They were just a small splinter group. They went up into Zakor, into the ice, and no groups were interested in that land. They built their strength, and then they invaded. The factions were taken completely by surprise. The Albs captured people, land, built their converters before the factions could respond. What happened to the prisoners, the dead? History doesn't speak of that.
I've heard enough.
At least you did listen. That's not always the case today.
What do you know about the Berserkers?
They were a group living up in
Thank
the
you,
woods,
it's AKA.
trying to grow their own food, and they evolved from there. Everyone else was fighting for what was left, but they decided to make something new. It was some guy called Amric that started them. The new guy they have there, Thorold, the Pilgrim, sees himself as some sort of spiritual successor to Amric.
This guy should have been at the
He's changed
beginning of the
things there.
game.
They're pushing out into the world more than they did. The Berserkers used to stay in Edan mostly. They'd fight to protect their borders, make assaults outside them, and then pull back. Now they're holding ground. It seems the Pilgrim wants to purify all of Edan. They're gonna use their world hearts to change the world. They want to use their magic to turn the clock back and make Magellan what it was. Well, they'll change it. But whether Magellan was ever like they say, that's just a fantasy.
Okay, one more and then I think we're done.
How much do you know about the clerics?
Secretive lot. They probably know more about history than the others, but they keep it to themselves. But this god they believe in, Kalan, I haven't seen anything anywhere about this god in records from before the comet hit. Why they've created a god and worship technology?
Interesting.
Well, I can't understand it. Everything else they do is about knowledge and fact and observation. So why invent a lot of hocus pocus to go with it?
Why did the clerics have so few men?
The wars. They put their faith in their fighting machines.
Whoa, what is that? Is that an
Either
explosive
their prayers
bolt in the
weren't
table?
answered, or they had a technological hitch. They went into battle with the berserkers, and their
Hey,
machines
be cut again.
shut
Hey,
down.
Raffle Pidgey.
They were defeated. Heavy losses. Those left retreated into Ignadon. Anyone that didn't make it back was cut down by one faction or another. The clerics' numbers never recovered. I guess they must have fixed whatever the problem was with their fighting machines. It's never happened again.
Dane the Pain Train, dude. That is the best feedback you could give. That is exactly why we do it like this these days. Good to see you back, buddy. Welcome back, welcome back. Another thing we've done is we've significantly lowered the use of the soundboard. It's like 20% of what it was. And a lot of the stuff is like viewer, like the chat has to activate the soundboard with emotes and stuff. So that is awesome. Welcome back, Dane. Is there something I can do for you?
Is there something you need?
No, I'm okay.
Oh.
Don't waste your time on my old bones. The only thing I'm interested in is stories. And I don't think you are the storytelling type.
What do you know about the Albs?
Hardly anyone knows anything about them. I mean, other than about their attacks.
What if I could tell him stories?
Maybe I could tell you a story about them.
Now I am curious. Do you know why they use ELEX?
It makes them stronger, of course. Greater strength, lower levels of fatigue, reduced pain. It turns men into fighting machines, and not just physically. ELEX keeps them clear thinking. It removes the emotions that could get in the way of orders.
So it means no one can argue with orders.
It reduces the chances. That's one of the reasons Albs are so successful. They operate together without question.
Not all of them. Some operate alone.
Then you've heard of the Elexitors. They rule in Zakor. They still consume ELEX, but they are given a command role.
You mean like Wardek and Kallax? Or Jax? Have you heard of them?
Yes, they are names to be feared. Though I had heard that Jax had disappeared.
We're Jax,
So
by the way.
rumors say. What else do you know about the Albs?
Also, damn you, chat. Damn you.
That they have as good as or better knowledge of technology than the clerics. That's because you and them have something in common.
Me? What have I got in common with Albs?
An interest in history. The Elexitors, well, I don't know for sure, but they have found some fragments of old world information. They're using that knowledge.
They're interested in the old world?
No, not at all. They just want the technology. Interest is emotional. The past is something that's gone. They want the future.
Interesting. Not many people seem to think about what the Albs want.
That's all I know.
That was very informative. Thank you.
That was great.
What a cool place in the game to come to. I really do feel, though, that, like, with all the excellent lore, like, so much of what we just heard was brand new for us. Like, there's a lot of stuff there that we never knew until this point in the game, and we're 30+ hours into it. So, man, I seriously feel like that guy should have been sitting right there. Like, that's where you start the game. This guy should have been, like, right here, just chilling. Like, hey, what's up, dude? I tell stories. How are you? That's what should have happened. Because, yeah, that was great info. But instead of it being at the beginning of the game, which is here, you literally have to go across the map to, like, the other side to talk to this guy. As far from the start as you can get, almost. Too much lore for the start of the game? Maybe a slurred. Maybe. I can see that.